Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of I Live for This Review with Trinity the Tuck.
And Chantel Sparkles.
Yes. So we are, I don't know how many episodes we're in. Like, this is like 4 or 5.
Girl, the reviews are blending.
Girl, there's so many looks. I feel like every episode there's 45,000 looks.
Yeah, they said, let's give the children what they are wanting. Now we're overfed.
Well, girl, they are not, well, at least in my opinion, they are not giving the children what they want.
Yeah. I mean, they're not leaving anything.
Oh, but we're knee deep already. We have to finish out the season because UK is right around the corner. We're going to be starting that review soon.
I'm excited though. Those looks.
I'm excited too. I don't know about those looks. We'll see.
Some of them,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen with UK. Usually, it's comparable to the US as far as like humor and talent, in my opinion.
not the talent. She's ready. She's going for the blood.
Global has just, not been there. This seems like more like a newcomer season.
Girl,
but
more than newcomer.
Here we are.
We're here. So let's get a
glass
of water. Let's lubricate.
Yes, let's lubricate. I have my iced coffee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're gonna be shitting before you even get to the end.
Girl, and I have to go see Beetlejuice after this.
Bitch, your butt's gonna say Beetlejuice.
Girl.
And something's gonna appear.
Oh my God, you are stupid. Okay, so the girls come in after the elimination and sit around the couch, all congratulating Soa. Eva tells Pythia that this was basically good karma because she helped everyone and it was very miscongeniality. But Pythia says it's not congenial because she's going to win the crown.
Which I was like, okay, shit's getting real. This is the tea and the drama that I want to see.
Yes. One thing about this season, I will say there is drama left and right. Which
the girls are not afraid to speak their mind.
Girl, they are. That is one thing. They are mouth. Mouth here, mouth there, mouth everywhere.
But
Sweet.
as I said, I think it's because coming from different countries, it's not coming from, I guess it could be coming from a place of shade, but like, I feel like they're more blunt and to the point.
Yeah. Also, I think there's probably a lot more drama because of that, because some things come across more crass or blunt and maybe there's a disconnect with communication. I don't know. Yeah. But I'm loving. I live for this. Okay, so RuPaul comes. I'm going to skip a lot of the mini talk because there's a lot of looks to go through again. RuPaul comes out and tells the girls they will be creating 3 girl groups, and the captains are Vanity, Miranda, and Queen. The girl groups chosen are Vanity choosing Kitty, Nelania, Gala, and their girl group name is Backdoor Girls, which I thought was kind of cute. What'd you think about that name?
Girl, I felt like some of these looks or the names of the groups were very just quickly thought about.
Oh, thrown together.
Thrown together like a lot of the runways this season.
Girl, hello. The next girl group, which is Miranda's group, has Miranda, Eva, Alyssa, and Tessa, and theirs is Fresh Meat. But I thought this was clever because their initials all spell out meat.
Oh, did it? See, I didn't even think of that. See, that's
Miranda is M, Eva is E, Alyssa is A, and Tessa is T. That's meat. And I think Alyssa
came up testicles is making up for the meat.
And then lastly is Queen's group, which is Queen, Soa, and Pythia, and that's Divibe. I think that's what it is, Divibe or Divine. I don't know. I couldn't understand what it was. Divine, something like that. Either way, it was whatever. Nelania says that one of the girls doesn't like her. Girl, this is when it started getting good. Where everything was being burned at the stake, bitch.
Yes, keep telling the story because I want to take him out.
Yeah. She just comes in and says, some of the girls doesn't like her, and Kitty keeps trying to pry it out of her, but she never admits to who she thinks it is. This is a private conversation.
Okay, so this is before they sit on the couch, and then
yes, this is all before that. This is a private conversation beforehand.
Yeah,
And so, Kitty's not having it because she's like, girl, come on. If you're going to start that, you need to say a name.
Yeah, well, you're very that way too with anything. Like if you're gonna say something, finish your
Yeah,
sentence,
girl,
bitch.
stand on 10 toes, bitch.
Yes, not two.
Um, unless you only have to. RuPaul comes out and okay, so now we're gonna get to the looks. Because skipping all of the
The drama. They're giving us a taste of what's gonna happen at the end. I'm sure.
yeah, I'm not interested in the practices. One thing with these reviews is I'm not interested in like the fluff of the episode. I want to get to
Yeah.
the looks, I want to get to the drama.
Unless they're epically failing and looking like Bambi, on ice.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
But did you have any notes up until this point? Up until when RuPaul comes out in her look and drag?
No, I just immediately started going into like these looks and how they performed and stuff.
Same.
Yeah.
So RuPaul comes out in a black, yellow, and colorful look. Let's look at that.
So I'm living for this. I love the print. The print is really fun. It looks kind of like animalish, I guess. It has like some cheetah in there. I just,
Yeah.
this print is really, really cunty with the black. It's kind of
Uh-huh.
edgy. I love the hair with it. I feel like the hair could be a little higher on top. But all in all, I thought this was a great pussy. I thought she looked amazing.
Yeah, I love this too. I love how they mimicked the straps around the boob area to the straps on her shoes.
Ooh, yes. Come on,
Here.
details.
Yes, the details. This is like
The devil is in the details.
it's not like this gown is like super extravagant, but it is different than a lot of looks she has had look wise.
I feel like this is something you would wear.
Yes, I think I might have had a print kind of like this
Well,
before.
you just like to use prints. Like that's something that you got me onto when I first met you. It's
Yeah.
prints with like a solid and some black gloves. It just
Yep.
you could always use a black glove to edgeify something. You know what I mean?
Edgeify, is that a word?
Edge. No, but I just made it up.
Edgeify, honey.
Edge.
Edgeify.
Edgeify.
Edgeify. But I think RuPaul looks absolutely stunning. Her makeup looks airbrushed. I like the hair. It's different. It's like the volume's like almost like it's blowing back. Like she has
It
a
is. I just wish it was a little taller on top. But I even if she left it like this, I still love it.
yeah. So this is a good pussy to me. You said great pussy.
Yeah, I think she looks amazing.
So yeah, I say this is a good pussy. Now moving on to Michelle's look, and she's in this kind of simple color blocked dress. It's like a lavender on the bottom, black across the chest with black shoes. It's a simple look, but
I don't know.
go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just before you get started. I don't know if it's giving what we usually say, but you give me what you say.
Well, so we are going to play the game of is it giving pop star or is it giving grandma?
Yeah.
Um, I mainly say this because of the hair and then judge the overall look after.
Okay. So from the
The
neck
hair, I think it's giving pop star. I think she looks beautiful. I love the hair. It doesn't look overworked and definitely could give head cheerleader, Pussycat Dolls.
very
Uh,
that.
I'm living. So I think she looks stunning. I give this a pop star for the hair. The
Mhm.
overall look is a hit it and quit it, obviously. But this is the thing with Michelle, she doesn't really usually come with a fantastic look. It's just usually a basic.
She's letting her best friend shine.
Yeah. I mean, it's cute. She looks
Yeah.
good.
I think she looks good. I just don't. I'm not a fan of the dress. The heels are cute because I like the blocking with the black on the top, the tube top part. The hair looks amazing. It's definitely giving head cheerleader, like you said. I gave this from the neck up, pop star. Neck down, I would agree with you with hit it or quit it. It's just a little
Yeah.
basic for me, but she still looks amazing.
Yeah, she still looks amazing. So we're going on to the girl groups. And first up is the Vibe. And this was an interesting group because there was only three of them. They had the least amount of people in their group compared to the other two. And
Yes.
so Queen and Soa did impeccable. Like they were incredible. And then there was Pythia. And one thing about Pythia is obviously like she as she said in the episode, she's won two of the girl group. So leading up to this one, there's kind of a lot of pressure to live up to always winning the girl group.
Yeah.
Um, I will say she's not a dancer.
Girl,
Uh,
that was a mess.
she did give camp, but I think because the other two girls were so like on it,
Yeah.
um, it kind of just was a sore thumb.
It was a train wreck because like the other girls were trying so hard to be sickening and fierce, and then she was like, "Well, I'm crashing and burning, so I'm just gonna own it." And when
Yeah,
they did the playback too of like her choreography, and you really got to see because you know everything's moving so quick. When they
yeah,
played it back, I was like, "Oh,
yeah. She was
oh,
off. She was
yeah."
off,
But
off.
Soa's rap stood out for me. I was like, "Soa's turning the party."
Yeah, I thought Soa did absolutely incredible. So and so did Queen. Both of them, this was their moment. That they really a strong performance night for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um then so out of the girl groups, um for me, the best was Queen out of the three of them. And the worst was Pythia. Did you write down who your favorite of the
Are you
that
talking about all three groups? Because we haven't done all three yet.
no, out of that specific group?
Oh, I loved Soa.
You loved Soa the most, and
Yeah,
then obviously Pythia was your least.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to fresh meat. And this was a mess. This was a mess from the beginning, though, because they let Alyssa choreograph. And the thing about Alyssa is she's a professional dancer. She has a dance studio where she teaches dance.
Mm-hmm.
And these other girls, that's just not their forte. And so to me, I think she put too many moves in there. I
Yeah,
think
she tried too hard to put too much pressure.
she should have simplified. To me, a cohesive um, and more simple choreography looks best versus something that's hard and it just looks messy.
Well,
Uh,
being with her being a pageant girl too, you know, during pageants, you always want to keep it kind of, especially if you have a ton of dancers, you want to keep it simple, cute. You want to do a lot of like
clean,
clean
clean.
because then everybody's on point. When you have all these like crazy like hip hoppy or like weird contortions to your body, not everybody can move their body the same way, so it's gonna throw it off. And so I was really surprised that she had did this with the group with being her with her being the choreographer.
Yeah,
It was a mess.
it was a mess. All of them were kind of all over the place. I mean, obviously, Alyssa to me did the best in her group, and I think Miranda was absolutely the worst. Like
I agree.
bombed girl. It was just all over the place.
I agreed. I was the same. Alyssa, obviously, she's the choreographer, so she's going to be the best.
Yeah. And then we have the Backdoor Girls. And this one, I was pleasantly surprised. This shows you that, like, clean choreography is the best way to go because it had the more simple choreography compared to the three girls groups.
Yeah.
But everybody was on it.
And
Everybody.
everybody had a chance to shine. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. I thought everybody did really good for
Yeah.
the most part. Um, for me in this girl group, I thought Kitty surprisingly did the best.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a worst. I thought they all did pretty good.
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't say who was the worst because I just thought the group was good in general. I thought even out of all the groups, they were the best.
Oh,
I
yeah.
even, if I remember correctly, I didn't make a note of this, but I remember seeing all of their costumes, I think, looking kind of similar. So
Yeah.
it's almost like one of the girls had sewed costumes to the group.
Something.
It's very you. Like, you
I
know, if
will
we're doing a girl group, you're like, everybody's wearing the same fabrics or prints.
I will say this, either they prompt you to they'll say bring a girl group outfit in these color tones, or with a lot of the seasons, they have a seamstress
Mm.
set for this.
See, that's crazy because,
Yeah.
like, I would have never thought that.
Yeah,
But
they'll
the
take your
costumes were
measurements.
very, like, if me and you and somebody else were to get a group, we would all have similar fabrics and prints and all that.
Yeah. It's kind of like the girl group with on All Stars 9 with um Roxy and her other two people. I forgot the other two people, but they Roxy made all of their looks cohesive, which was really good.
Mm.
So,
Fierce.
um what just plainly watching the groups, like you said, I think overall, before the critiques, my favorite was the Backdoor Girls. I just
Mhm.
thought that they absolutely killed it. They looked the best. Their verses were good. And they did the choreography the cleanest. So I think they were the best. And the
Yep.
worst group for me was Fresh Meat. It just was all over the place.
Same. That's all I had.
Yeah. I mean, it was just all, I think this was pretty straightforward of the best and the worst.
Yep.
Now, the runway theme is Color My World. I will say, when they do a runway with multiple looks or multiple reveals, I wish they always would do a prompt where, okay, you have to pick a color and every look has to be in that color, or
Yes.
a color scheme has to be, because I felt like this was so chaotic. So many girls, like some girls had only three looks and some girls had way more than three looks, and so it just was too much to keep up with.
Well, a
And
lot of the girls
I,
have too much big concepts too. Like it's either too conceptual or they don't have a concept, and then they're just throwing a bunch of shit together, and it looks like a Picasso painting.
yeah, and some of them had strong concepts each look, but they none of the concepts went together. It
That's
was
what I
like,
mean. It's like a Picasso painting. It's like,
yeah, it was just like weird.
yeah,
But we're just gonna go over the looks right now. I think it's Pythia, right?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's Pythia.
So in this runway, this is a great example to me of someone who has three strong looks, but none of them go together. There,
Yeah,
it's
I felt that too.
so it's so much to look at. But like Pythia is such um
It's
uh
just a creative.
a creative visual person. Each of these looks are really cool to look
Yeah.
at. I just thought it was just so, my eye just couldn't keep up. I
Mhm.
loved the first one, which had like the body parts and the mouths and the eyes.
I didn't
Uh,
get what it was though. Like, what the fuck was it?
I don't know. It could be like a creature. I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of cool. Um,
maybe it's a creature because she has the eyeballs in the second look, and it's like the eyeball trying to
yeah,
keep
I
the
mean, I
creature away
guess
from it.
I get it. Like each one of them has eyeballs all over it, but none of the eyes are the same. So I don't know. It just was all over the place to me.
Yeah,
The next look was the Greek eye that you know, the symbol that you wear
it wards off evil
towards
spirits. I
off
think.
evil. So I instantly recognized that she's also Greek, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
And the last one is this patchwork um, with eyeballs. It's a cool look. Again, if you look at these all together, they just don't go. Like it's just
yeah.
all over the place. But
I do
separately,
like her proportions though in the very end look. She has nice hips and she has a seems like a decent shape. I don't like the hair.
yeah. I mean, the hair is weird. The hair is
Yeah.
weird. I will say individually, I would give these all a good pussy.
Okay.
Um, and that's just how I'm gonna have to judge these because a lot of the girls just weren't cohesive with their looks. What do you give this overall?
I gave this a good pussy too because it's not bad. It's not amazing. It's just
Yeah. Next up, we have Alyssa Edwards, and she did have a theme all the way through, which was the sun, moon, and stars.
girl. That sun was crazy looking.
It was an interesting it was an interesting look. I don't know. Somebody said it was like a take on the sun from the Teletubbies. I don't
Girl,
know.
zoom into her face and look at the sun.
I know.
She is a meme. Like anything she does is a meme.
Yeah, it's very weird. The proportions weird. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's very caricature. It's very camp. But I don't love that. Out of the three, the moon look is the best one. I like the blue color on her. Her hair looks beautiful. Um, but it's nothing special. The length is just kind of, whatever.
Meh.
And then she takes that off, and then she's in this little silver corset thing, which looks ill-fitting around the hip because she's not wearing any hip. But
It looks like
overall,
it's kind of like a little ruffle, but it might be just because it's not fitted.
yeah, I don't know. Either way, it looks like a mistake.
Yeah,
Uh,
for me, hate I hated the sun look. The sun look was just very mysterious. Like if she wouldn't have said that it was a sun, I would have been like, "Girl, what the fuck is really going on?" But
What the
the
fuck is going on here on this day? Literally.
yes, what the fuck? But to me, she looks amazing. Like I think all the looks are great. Her body is great. She looks amazing. But I feel like it's something that we've already seen before. We've seen this in the promo. We've seen this from the corset she wore last time. We've seen the corsets now. It's like give us more, sweetie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And so because of that, I'm gonna say this is a hit it and quit it.
That's what I was about to say. Just because I feel like I've seen this and I want more from Melissa because she has the money, she has the connections, and she's a pageant queen. She's fierce.
Yeah, exactly. I will say kudos to her though for being consistent with the concept.
Yeah.
Up next we have Nelania,
Mm-hmm.
and she was also apparently what is this first one? I don't know what this first
Girl, I don't know what
picture
the
is.
fuck that cover up is.
Girl,
That looks like someone's
somebody's
grandma's
somebody's
fucking
80s comforter. That's what it looks
yes.
like. But at
Very
least
that.
the concept is underwater. Each one of these looks apparently is like a underwater
Well,
theme.
that first look needs to be drowned.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying is like some girls came with 3 looks, some girls came with 14, and she's one of those girls that just had too many looks. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I don't like the cover up. I don't like the jellyfish. The blue and yellow look was okay, and the orange one was okay. None of
Hated
it,
the white accents.
yeah, none of it was just giving it to me. I did love her hair.
Yes, her
Her
hair was
hair was
gorgeous.
beautiful.
And I like
Uh,
the bubbles in it.
yeah. So for me, this is a bad pussy.
Yeah, I would agree. I everything about this, if we're judging, I don't like the cover up. The second look, the orange costume, it looks almost like a costume that you would buy from a show, like a showgirl costume shop, and then she
Yeah.
kind of like added to it. I don't
Yeah.
like the white accents either. Like she could have done black boots with like white stripes on them because then it would have resembled more of, I don't know. I just felt like it would have tied it in. Girl, what is that jellyfish?
Girl. Girl.
Girl.
Girl. This looks like she's wearing a costume in a school play and she had to
That
play
part
the bitch.
is very that. She went under the sea and tried to be part of Disney, honey. And
Girl, she went under the sea and drowned and these look
that part.
girl.
So I
Uh-uh.
gave this a bad pussy too, honey.
Yeah. Moving on, we have Eva LaQueen, and she is giving us concept. She's villains. All 3 of her looks are different Disney villains. Um,
Still hated it.
I hated it.
I hated it.
I like the concept. I will say I like the concept.
It's giving
And,
conceptual.
and again, you can never come for Eva's mug. She
You
is
can't.
stunned. I just feel like all 3 of these looked like a party city, like a party store
Even the
costume
fucking wig, bitch. Like, come
for
on.
Halloween. For Halloween. I don't know. There's some of these girls, they look cheap, 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 cheap. Um,
Yes. And the crown wasn't even centered when she had the crown on. I was like, come on, girl.
girl. It was all bad. So this is to me a bad pussy.
Bad pussy. Bye.
Girl. Next we have Galavaro, and she also had a concept which was Frida Kahlo, and each one of these represented a different vibe of Frida, I think in artwork or something.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but I didn't hate the green cover up. It just was too long, and when you walk with something, you should never have to pick it up off the ground.
Yeah.
It should just float with you. Um, the red look was kind of cool, and I loved the white look. The white look was really cool, and her hair is really cool. So to me, none of it is amazing, but I'll give it a hit it and quit it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I love the hair. The hair is cut.
Yeah.
Can't I don't really remember what the green coat dress thing looks like. I can just see from this picture. I did say I loved the dress, so I think that's the red dress I'm maybe thinking about. Because the dress,
Uh-huh.
I like the red dress.
Yeah.
The strappy costume is cute. I just don't get, I mean, because obviously I know nothing about fully what she's doing. I'm not educated enough, but I can
Yes,
say,
obviously.
yeah. But
Obviously.
I'm just
You
saying,
do nothing about Frida Kahlo, bitch. I
listen,
took Spanish world history
bitch,
in
I failed
high school,
Spanish.
and so I know all about Frida Kahlo. I can't believe
Well,
You don't know nothing about Frida.
I know who she is, and I've seen her, and she's obviously amazing and gorgeous. But
Tell us
I'm just
what. Tell us
saying,
one thing. Tell us one thing.
the mug. That's all I know. I've seen her on T-shirts.
You've seen her on T. Oh,
I've seen
I
her in
know her.
books.
She's been on coasters.
Girl, they've turned her completely into a huge mascot and put her everywhere.
Oh, girl, everywhere. Yeah,
But yeah, she. I just don't want to speak about that because of who the character is or the person that she's being. As
yeah,
far as the fashion, though, I don't know what is the black straps in the middle of the strappy costume. Do you see that?
yeah.
What the
I,
fuck is it?
I mean, it's part of the design.
I'm not feeling it.
Okay, so what kind of pussy do you give this?
Not feeling the red heels with this, but I guess she had a red coat. I gave this a, believe it or not, from seeing it in the video, I gave it a good pussy. But
Okay.
seeing it in the pictures, I'm giving it a hit it and quit it.
Well, no, just go with what you saw in like what as it was moving.
Yeah,
That's
when I first saw her walk out on the runway, I was like, "Ooh, this is gorge. She looks
okay.
good."
So you give her a good pussy. I give
Yeah.
it a hit and quit it. I think she looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hot when you're doing multiple um completely different looks
Mm-hmm.
in a reveal versus it just being a reveal on top of a reveal. Um, it is hard to make everything look, good.
Yeah.
Um, so I think hit it or quit it is good for me. Next up we have Tessa, and she comes out as a circus clown. She has a concept. I really like this. I think each look had its own spin on a clown. Every look looked well done and
All her
expensive.
runways, girl, have been good so far, except for
She
that one that she did.
she's pretty good with her runways. Yeah, I love the pink cover up. I love the baby blue dress. I love the orange bodysuit. To me, this is a good pussy.
I think this is also a great example of keeping a theme, one, but also like building your cover ups and your reveals to like accentuate each reveal. You know what I'm saying? Because like this coat right here is fitted. You know what I mean? She looks good. She looks like a clown. And then it reveals into another fitted dress. And then it reveals into whatever this thing that she's got going on at the end, which is super cool. And I think that that's like what the magic is of doing a three-part reveal.
Yes, I also loved that even her accessories, like her arm gauntlets and her necklace, for the orange was covered up by the blue.
Yeah,
Um,
that's dope as hell.
and so to me that makes a great reveal. She understood the assignment. I think out of everybody so far, she understood the assignment the most.
Yeah, I gave this a good pussy.
Yeah. Next we have Queen Kong, and this just was awful.
Girl.
Awful. Especially that little green piece of fabric that was just wrapped around her. Girl,
And they
this
read her too. They were like, girl, that's a piece of fabric.
awful. I don't mind the pink coat actually. I think like the shape of it is kind of cool,
We can't
uh,
even see her face.
but yeah, I don't know. Ugh, it's just a bad pussy to me.
It's the same for me. The one thing I did make a note about is I did like the coat. I thought it was different, but I still can't really see her face. The coat is swallowing her. And then it reveals into this, this,
This
this.
girl, literally, it looks like a piece of fabric you would go to the fabric store, have them cut, and then just wrap around
Girl,
you.
it wasn't even a piece that they got had cut. She went to
Discount, the
the
discount
discount
rack.
rack, bitch, and she said, "Can I have this piece of fabric, please?" Okay,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
Oh yes. Oh,
Um,
oh yes.
this is definitely a bad pussy for me.
And her crown has like literal silver duct tape.
And
Hold
girl, I was about to say you could see the fucking duct tape. That like no tea. Like I love a queen that's crafty, bitch, but be crafty and make it look not crafty.
Yeah, I mean, if the whole look was pieced together with duct tape and that was the look,
Yeah,
it just looks messy.
the duct tape just made the rest of the look even more cheap.
I'm
It was
not
bad pussy for me.
bad pussy. Next up we have Miranda, and throw this whole thing away.
Girl, this looks
Was
like you found this at the thrift store, bitch.
it, like this is what you buy on Timu, bitch. I mean, like it
Yeah,
is,
what you ordered versus what you got, bitch.
girl. This is like the lining of costumes. It's awful. This is awful. It's awful. Each
Even
look
the
is
hair.
awful. The hair is awful.
Why
It's
black lips?
I don't know. I mean, it's just not good.
And she was saying that she was like doing a gender reveal. And I'm like, girl, then why are you wearing this hair? Why are you doing this lipstick? Why are you just. Mm-mm.
She needed a gender reveal, girl. I would be embarrassed if I was revealing
She's trying
something.
to do, I guess, like, did you hear what she said she was doing?
Yeah.
It was like a, what's the flag name? Do you remember the flag name?
Non-binary? Wasn't
Non
it non-binary?
it might be. I think the non-binary might be yellow and blue, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but she's doing the gender thing where she's like starting as the boy, going into the girl, and then the third one is like I'm both genders, or I go by they them.
I just okay for a message, but girl, this is trash.
Yeah, throw it
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna say lawnmower. This is a
Lawnmower.
lawnmower, bitch. I would literally put this in the middle of my yard and run over it with a lawnmower.
Girl, I would throw her in a bonfire,
A
bitch, and not
red
think
it
twice.
this bitch. Oh goodness. Okay, next up we have Soa. And girl, let me tell you what. Miss Thing came.
Tell
She
us.
came this week. Her mug is done. This hair is right. The
Hated
look,
the rainbow though.
you hated the
I
rainbow?
hated the rainbow, but I
Oh, the
love
rainbow.
the hair
Oh, the
itself.
color of the hair. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily go, but if you look at it from the front,
She looks amazing. Yeah.
she just looks beautiful. Each look looks great, expensive. I don't really know what the theme was per se, but
It's creative.
it just looks good.
To me,
She
it's
just
giving
looks
very
good.
Pan's Labyrinth. Very have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
Yes.
You know, that creature with the hands and arms and shit. It
Mm.
looks very that. I loved it. I
Yeah.
love how everything looks. Um, let's see. So let me tell you what I gave her a good pussy.
Yeah, I give this a good pussy too. Yep.
Mhm.
Next up, we have
This little lady of mine. This little lady of mine.
I know I say this every single episode, but girl, she gives me
I don't
nothing.
know how she's like a shrimp that's holding on to a hook, bitch. That's a fish that's about to eat her ass up.
Girl,
You
she
the
gives me
fish.
nothing. Nothing with her looks. Nothing. Vanity, get it together. How is your name Vanity and you look like this on the runway? I'm not talking about mug. I'm talking
I was
about the
gonna say because the
quality.
mug is
This is
is very
what it
cute.
is. This is a taste issue. She does not have taste. She and
No,
apparently
she
no
woke
friend.
up and she was said, "I'm gonna start doing drag, and I've never done it before, and
And
I'm gonna
she
get on
has
the
no
drag race."
friends, girl. And she has the most reveals out of anybody. Why? Why would you reveal into so many ugly looks, girl? Give us the minimum ugly
It
looks.
was almost like she kept slapping us.
And it's like reveal one ugly look into an
It
uglier
was like,
look,
"Oh, you don't like
an
this look?
uglier look.
You don't like this look?"
Yeah, girl, give us nothing. This is awful. It needs to be thrown away. Vanity, you need new friends because nobody's telling you the truth. We need to be friends because I would tell you.
Yes.
You,
Come
I don't know.
join our clique.
I
Come
don't know who
join the
your drag
girls.
mother is. I don't know who your drag mother is, but somebody needs to adopt you
Come join the girls. The girls.
because she's pretty and she's talented. But the wardrobe needs to be excommunicated from the church,
Let's adopt her, bitch.
girl. Anyway, no, I don't. She got to show me something before
She's gonna have to audition, bitch.
girl with a new wardrobe, bitch.
Yes.
This is a lawnmower pussy. I mean, it's just ate up. It's
I
a
gave
lot.
it bad pussy, but it's borderline.
Yeah. Next up, we have Kitty Scott Claus, and it's okay. It's not the best.
Hated
I
it.
I am I am judging her based off of herself, not based off of what I would wear. These are okay. And compared to what she's shown us a lot in this season, these are okay. The pink is okay. The yellow, meh.
Hate it. It looks
The
like someone's
blue,
fucking grandma.
meh. The orange, meh. Uh, it's not the worst. I mean, we've seen really bad this.
I think her makeup and her hair looks great.
Yeah,
And I think
I'm
she
gonna
looks
give it a hit it and quit it.
okay. Um, I don't mind her in the pink look. The pink look is cute. It looks like she has shape and the hair and makeup. I do love her hair and makeup. I think she looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Um, that yellow look, no ma'am.
it looks
No
like
ma'am.
she had borrowed it from Queen.
It's very that. It's almost the same color.
Girl.
Hated it. Hated the yellow piece of fabric that she had. And then it reveals into like just this little blue like dance costume that you probably got at some little drag store that they
Mhm,
make like 50 of these at a once. You know what I mean?
mhm,
And then girl, and then when she reveals into this
mhm,
this orange thing,
mhm,
girl, look at the hips. Girl,
mhm.
these hips, you know what she's wearing?
These hips
She's
don't lie.
the hips do not lie because they telling me all the tea right now. Them hips look like she bought the hips from those little ones, the little bumps that you wear that are shorts.
You know all about the bumps, don't you?
No, bitch. Well, I know a few bitches I could say.
Huh?
Um, no, but seriously, like the hips for me look like two like lumps sitting out of her.
Cancerous, bitch. Just a growth.
Okay, bitch,
Girl, she needs some chemo right
you
up
went
here.
there.
Girl.
Not chemo.
Girl, she needs to do something to get rid of them, sweetie.
Girl, she looked like she got bad silicone.
Uh, oh,
She
oh,
do
oh,
all tea.
oh.
But
Mm.
I gave this a bad pussy.
Okay. All right. Well, that
I
was
just am not a fan of her fashion. I think that she's funny. I think she's gorgeous. This is my opinion. I think she's super talented when it comes to giving good TV. But girl, you throw her on a runway, she's gonna fall all the way down
yeah.
and hit her face on every step.
Now, out of all combined, who had your favorite runway and who was your least favorite runway
Um, my
overall?
favorite runway um would probably be it was between Pythia and probably Soa.
Okay. To me, Soa was the best runway.
Yeah.
And then who was your least favorite?
Um, what's her name? Miranda.
Yeah, Miranda. The worst.
Miranda.
So, out of all of the girls, based off of their runways and their performance, before we hear judges' critique, who was your bottom two?
So the bottoms for me, out of everything that they've done through the whole episode, I thought it was Miranda and Vanity.
Same exact two. And
Okay.
we haven't even talked. This is
No,
us talking for the first time about this.
literally just talking. I haven't talked to you in like 4 days.
Yep.
No,
And
and
then
then my top was Nelania.
really,
Yeah.
oh, see, to me, who was the most consistent out of their group and like on performance and on the runway was Soa.
Mm,
She killed it in the girl group and she killed it on the runway.
I can see
And
that.
Nelania had a horrible set of runways.
Yeah, I thought they were bad, but I didn't think they were as bad as most of the runways.
But don't you think like Soa, she proved herself in the
Yeah,
photography and on the runway. So to me, she was the one person who did well in both the runway
yeah.
and performance.
If I could put, because I'm choosing two bottoms, if I could choose two tops, I would say Soa and Elenia.
Okay. So we go into Untucked, and the girls are all sitting around, and all of a sudden,
The real shit gets down to real.
girl, they call her Nelly, which I love. Nelania just spurts it out. I think people hate me. All of you people hate me, and all of you have said it. And
Low
I've
key,
seen your faces.
okay, I loved it though because I was, you know me, bitch. That's very me.
Girl,
That's
it
very
was,
me.
and all the girls were gasping, girls. They clutched their pearls. They were like, oh, no, what? What? And what I thought was interesting is I think, one, I don't like how Nelania handled this per se.
Yes.
She kind of was
She jumped the gun, the boom boom boom
she
gun.
jumped the what I don't think she jumped the gun. I think that she said her feelings and then didn't stand her ground.
Yeah.
She
Well,
kind of like
the thing about Nelania is she's so nice that when she
said
says
her
stuff, it
feelings and
doesn't
then she
sound
like she
stern.
like she like sunk back into herself and
Yeah.
then the girls went wild because I will say this, Nelania was right. These girls, and they even showed it in the editing, the girls were talking about her,
Yep.
and then in this moment they were gaslighting her. No, we
Yeah.
weren't. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. But the proof is in the episode. You were talking about this girl.
Yeah. And there's other girls that they treat totally different versus her. And it's because
Absolutely.
she's good at performing. You know, she's not someone that I don't think would win, but I definitely think she's a threat to like getting to the end.
Girl, half these girls would not make it through a regular season of Drag Race
Oh,
of
absolutely not.
US. I'm just that
I
is
think that they're
fact.
intimidated by her.
And I think she is one of the better of the girls from this season.
Yeah, she has good
And
hair,
to
good
me,
costume.
Nelania would just be, and this, I don't know this girl either, would be midway on a regular season of RuPaul's Drag Race. So
Which I
that's
mean, she's
a lot.
probably going to make it here like that.
Well, I think she might could make it to the end because that's just some of these girls just couldn't. I don't know. Just some of these girls
Yeah, I
just.
don't know, girl, because some of these challenges that they're running throwing at these
And
girls
I
is
say
very
this based off of
serious.
their performance in the runways, not them as a person or how they perform in a regular show. I don't know most of
Yeah,
these. This is
we
just
I've
what
never
I've
met them.
seen here. Um, so um, we get through the critiques, and the actual winner of the episode is Kitty. And how do you feel about that?
What do you mean? Say that again.
The actual winner of the episode is Kitty.
Um, I didn't agree.
Okay.
I didn't agree. I said the runways alone needs to be thrown in the trash.
Yeah. I thought it was fine. I mean, she did really good in the girl group. Her runways were meh, but most of the girls were meh. I again thought Soa was gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are. The actual bottom two is Miranda and Vanity, so we were both right.
Yep.
And then they lip sync. Um, I thought, oh God, get ready, y'all,
Girl.
get ready. I'm actually gonna compliment her.
What?
Vanity looked and performed great. I
What
thought
was
she
she wearing
was so
again? Tell me
good.
again.
I don't remember, but I remember being like, "Oh yeah, girl, she looked cute. It was cute,
Yeah.
and her hair looks great."
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I
she
did
was
agree
giving
with
it.
the with her winning. I
Yeah,
do
she
not
was
remember
giving
that.
it. I thought she did great. I thought was a great performer. So this just goes to show, like, she is talented. She's just, her looks are kind of.
Mysterious.
Miranda it was just awful all around, and it was her time to go.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, Vanity wins the lip sync, and Miranda goes home. And that's the episode. That's where we're at. I have been thoroughly disappointed with this season. Um, I think this is probably the worst season of Drag Race I've ever seen. And that's me watching. I've watched every episode of all of the US seasons, including All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched every episode of Canada and Canada versus the World. I've watched every episode of UK and UK versus the World. And UK versus the World season one was awful. This season to me is the bottom of the totem pole to me. I
Yeah, I
would be
can't speak for it because I
surprised.
don't watch them all.
I would be surprised if this gets a renewal, to be honest.
Oh, I doubt it.
I mean, they would really have to up their game. The set looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the set. It's
Yeah, the
it's
way
the
that they come
runway
into the
theme.
workroom and shit, it's sickening.
Yeah, it's the runway themes. It's also, I think a lot of it has to do with the disconnect of the different cultures. I think that each one of these girls probably did really well on their respective franchise because they integrated obviously with their culture, their jokes, their humor, all of that matters in
Yeah.
culture. Certain jokes that the way we say things in the US isn't how they say things in other countries, vice versa. And so
Yeah.
they just don't translate. It's very odd. Um, I'm loving the drama.
Yeah, the drama's cute.
I'm just giving my honest opinion. But here we are. Make sure you stick around. Coming up, we will be reviewing UK season 6, and we will be releasing the review for their promo very soon. So thank you so much for watching
Yes.
this review, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Oh wait,
What?
before we go.
Before we go, what?
Uh, right now, based off of everything you've seen, who do you think is going to win the season?
Oh, girl, that's a big question right now. Girl, I don't know. It's really bad.
I still think Alyssa.
Oh, I forgot she's then. Yeah, I think Alyssa's gonna win.
I just think so far she's been the most cohesive, consistent, and
Well, she also has the base, the fan base. She has the following. She also knows she has the drag. Like, girl, you know what I mean?
I think Pythia is up there. I think Queen, as far as her performance goes, she's up there. Kitty is probably up there. Um,
I just think because, girl, I'm sure it would have. It took a lot for Alyssa to come back to Drag Race.
oh yeah.
And girl, you know she had to work something out in her contract. She
Oh,
had like,
girl,
I'm at least
honey. They were like, "Oh, we are not eliminating you at least until the top 10. We're getting you all the way to the finale."
right. That's what I'm saying. Girl,
Yeah,
they ain't gonna do her like that. They're gonna
yeah,
let her win.
yeah. Well, that is our opinions. Again, we'll see you next week.